Hey everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This is 5 Minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. We're going to look at a game that, for me, was played yesterday in the Sinquefield Cup between Nodirbek Abdusattorov versus Alireza Firouzja. This video will probably come out tomorrow, so this game's only a couple of days old if you watch it when it comes out. If you watch it in a year, then it's a year old. Okay, so Abdusattorov's white. He's having a bad tournament. After 7 rounds, Nodirbek has 4 losses and 3 draws. What is he, me? Oh no, I wouldn't be doing that well. And Alireza Firouzja also not having a good tournament. He had 3 out of 7. So he wasn't fighting for the top spots. Okay, so they had a topsy-turvy game where Firouzja didn't play very well and was suffering and losing and bad stuff was happening. And then he fought and he fought and he fought and he fought. And he finally got a position where he's, according to the engine, slightly worse. Okay, Abdusattorov played f6. Never play f6. In this position, the engine says Black should play either g3 or king h7. It actually plays one, then the other. So king h7, knight f4, g3. This is the engine playing itself. King g7, knight h5 check, king takes, knight takes. And the engine says this is a draw, even though, I mean, if I was playing, I would think it's like 50-50 that white's winning. But the engine says white's ahead like 0.4. So that means it's a draw. Okay. So instead of that, after f6, instead of playing, according to the engine, the drawing moves g3 or king h7, Firouzja followed my rules to a fault. Rawr. So sometimes the rules don't work out. It's like if I was your chess coach and I said, don't give away your queen for nothing, and then, your opponent gave their queen away and then mated you, you would be like, you told me not to give my queen away, but my opponent gave his queen away and then he beat me. Then you would, be mad that my advice wasn't, apt. In chess, probably 55 to 70% of the time, the rules that apply. So never play f6, although that's for black, so I'm kidding anyway. And always sack the exchange. And in this position, Alireza always sacked the exchange. And Abdusattorov in the analysis afterwards with the commentators said that was the only move that he analyzed, was rook takes c4. Okay, so black sacrificed the exchange, and black thought, I'm going to win all these pawns, and my g pawn is passed, and I'm the greatest, and it'll be a draw, and so forth. Okay, so white played king d5. This threatens king e6. Then black resigns. Black can't play g3 because after g2, knight f4 check wins the g pawn. So black has one move. King takes f6. Okay. Now white has more than one move that wins here. Played knight f2. That's one of the winning moves. And it doesn't matter what black does here. I'll look at something else just so you can see something else. King f5, knight e4. I don't know, c4, I guess, is a move. Then we can play. Let's see, what can we play here? I think 2 moves win, but I want to make sure I get the moves right. Yeah, knight g3 check just wins immediately. There's nothing to calculate, because after king g5, I just take the c pawn. So then it's up a piece. King h4, knight e2, g3, king d5. Okay. And let's see, king g4, knight g1, and then it looks like it's GG time. Yeah, g2, king takes. Actually, this looks like a draw. Okay, so I messed up. So after king f5, which was not played, knight e4, c4. Let me turn on the engine since I've forgotten the way to win for white. It says everything wins. It says every move wins. It doesn't matter what white does. Knight takes d6 check wins. Knight g3 check wins. The line that I showed wins. Okay. So I played king takes c4. This was a blunder. King takes d6 is easily winning. And then c3, knight e4 check. And okay, this is, nothing going on here. Just white's queening his pawn and black's not queening his pawn. Okay, and also winning is knight takes d6 check. King g5, king takes c4, g3 check, knight takes, king d5, and then we push our pawn to fruition. Okay, so basically everything beats king f5, unless I'm playing, then it's draw, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so Firouzja played g3. Instead of king f5, knight e4 check, knight takes g3 check, and now knight f1, defending the pawn on e3, king f3, king takes d6, and now Firouzja resigned. There's one line. There's one line. c4, king d5, c3, king d4, c2, knight d2 check, and knight b3, and then and so on. So instead of doing that, after king takes d6, Firouzja resigned. Abdusattorov won his first game. Very complicated endgame, which I tried to explain, but even I couldn't explain it. Then I had the engine help me, and then, you still don't understand because it's too complicated. But needless to say, Nodirbek won, Firouzja lost. That actually ends Firouzja's chances to play in Sao Paulo next month in the finals of the Grand Chess Tour. The Grand Chess Tour takes the top players from all the tournaments. Then they play a final for huge prize money in Brazil. And because of this loss, Firouzja's out. He can't make the final people who go to Brazil. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. I hope you enjoyed that game more than Firouzja did. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time with this 10 minutes with Ben. I'm just guessing, but it seemed like about 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.